In this video, you'll learn how to set up an Etsy account, create your first digital product on Canva, take that file and upload it to Etsy so you have your first product listing on your Etsy store. So at the end of this video, you'll have your store ready to go and for that profit to come in. So let's get started. So first step, of course, make sure you're in the right territory. For example, I'm in Canada, so you can change Canada region, your language, and your currency as well. What you can also do is, if you are in a different country but want to sell it in USD, you can always change your currency without changing your region right here. Once that's all set, you want to click on the sign in button up here and then click on register right here, and then simply fill your email address, your first name, and create a password just like with any other account. So once you did that, it will take you to this page right here, and then you want to click on right here, your account, and then right down here to sell on Etsy. That will take you to this account right here, and then you want to click get started. And then it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll walk you through it, of course. Just follow the steps. You'll have to pay out everything that you're going to have to sign in with your tax information, your credit card information, your account numbers, and so on. So let's go through it and answer any questions. And of course, just a quick notice right here, you'll also have to pay a $21 as Canadian dollar setup fee. So this will be the initial fee that you just pay one time just to get your store set up. And then of course, when you have your listings, you will also pay a fee for each listing. But generally speaking, this is the only one-time fee you will have upfront. So these are of course just some general Etsy questions, always further data. So you can fill this out if you want to, but let's just skip this for now. And let's skip this for now, as this is just an example shop that I'm creating right here for the video. So let's click on creating your shop. Then you want to have your languages, your shop country. Like I said, sometimes it's just on the first language available here. So let's click on English. You want to make sure you're in the right country. And again, this is for your shop. So this will show the currency that you'll use to actually price the items that you have on Etsy. So the buyers that look at your products will see the prices in their currency, but this is for you. Again, let's keep it on Canadian dollar. Then, of course, very important, enter your shop name. Now, you can, of course, change it later, and if you change your mind, if you have a rebrand or whatever it is, you can always change it. So for now, let's just make it an example store for the video. Example store video. Or let's make it a green tree arts. Let's just call it that. Let's pretend like we're creating an art store. I'm creating greeting cards. And again, there is a limit of 20 characters, and you can't have any emojis or anything like that. So just usual normal letters. Oh, didn't follow my own advice. So no spaces as well. So this is, looks like it's already taken. So again, this is just an example source. I'm just going to take this. If yours is already taken, you're just going to have to find a name that's as close as possible to yours, or add something else. For example, if yours is Green Tree, maybe Green Tree Arts Design instead of just Arts. So make sure to pick one that's of course available, but they will let you know. Save and continue. And then there you go. It'll already take you to your first listing. So after you've named your shop, it will get right into naming it. Again, you can either put your first item right away, or you can create it first, or you can just create a buffer item that you can also just list for the first time and then take it back down. So let's switch over to Canva and let's create our first digital product. So now that we are in Canva, let's go create our first digital product. So just like all websites, you have to go to canva.com and just create your account. In the top right, there'll be a sign up option, name, email, the usual, and create your account. They will offer you a 30-day free trial, and you can definitely check that out and try it out if it's for you. I'll be putting a link in the description for your easy access to all these websites. I personally use it. I think it's a great website just for creating a lot of templates, social media content, and so on. But I will use this video demonstration account for now. So let's go ahead and create our first digital product to put on Etsy. So you're going to want to get on any of these templates, but let's search for something specific. Let's type in a weekly planner, and either it will show the content that you have, or you can go to Canva templates and you can select that. It'll already give you some suggestions. So let's go to weekly planner, and then it'll give you suggestions for planners right here. Again, using Canva to create your own digital products is a whole nother video, but let's go off one of the templates right here. And if you don't have the pro version, make sure to check out the bottom right here, because these items are only for pro users. So for example, right now we would be able to use this, but we wouldn't be able to use this right here. So let's just take one of these planners just for the video's sake and go through it. So let's just take this one right here. You want to click on it, and if you really like it, you can always store it for your favorites. But let's click on customize this template right here. It'll open a new tab, and right here it'll open the editor. So right now here you can start naming your file. So let's just name it weekly planner product 1. Just for the video's sake, make sure to look it in so you have a great view. One of the things I always do, just a little side tip, again, this is personal preference, is immediately I like to just duplicate the page so I have the original template here in case I mess up or in case I want to just make sure to see how it looked. So I'm just going to duplicate it and then work off the second one, so it's kind of like a scratch version. So you just always have the original right here in case I use a template. And then you can just get started and of course change everything. So again, I'll be making a separate video on Canva 101, but for now let's create a basic planner. So you can do, but let's use this one. Sorry, that's the one I wanted to use. So down here it'll already give you suggestions. Let's just change it to that. Let's change these things so they're a little bit more customized. All right, there you go. My bad. So let's just change some of these colors. Let's just make it all the same color just for this video's sake to make it a little bit different. All right, now that we changed it, name it something else. There you go, brain dump. You can change that. So just for the video's sake, let's turn it into this, and then it looks like this. So if this is what you want to sell, this is the digital product that you have created, you're going to want to go on share, then you can click on download, and then you can choose your file size. For something like this, I always recommend a PDF, and a lot of people, especially when they buy it off Etsy, they use it for real life purposes, so printing it, right? They print it out, they put it in their planners, they put it outside somewhere on the fridge, whatever it is. So I always recommend the print option. You can leave all this right here, and then of course make sure to choose the page that you actually want to show. So right now it automatically selects every document in this file right here, so make sure to uncheck this one. And if there's a lot of pages, so if you have 100 pages, you can actually type in manually 1, 2, 3, for example, and then it'll select all 3 pages. In this case, of course, there's only 2, so let's unselect all, select page 2, and there you go. Now it'll only download page 2. Then again, there are some more options for a pro version, so for right now, let's just use the normal RGB, and then click on download, and then it'll just download it right to your files. Perfect. Now that you have created your first Canva product, we can go ahead and list it. So category, we created a planner. So if it's a planner, you can type in planner, and then it'll already give you some suggestions. You can even type in digital, and then it'll give you digital prints, but this is more for art. So for example, postcards or just posters or anything like that. So it'll give you some suggestions. Again, we did a planner, so it'll just give me the same run here. So let's just do planner templates. You can also check out which one, right? So make sure you use the right category: paper, stationery, design, templates, planner templates. We're using a calendar planner, so I would probably put it more in this because it's less of a template, more of a printout. So let's just use calendar planner for now. Again, make sure to use the right category, as this will help with your discoverability on Etsy. Then of course we have a digital file. Digital and physical have a lot of different rules. So you definitely want to make sure that you don't misclick on this. So digital files, who made it? I did. What is it? It is a finished product. So when was it made? You can of course click recently right here. So this one is the best option, 2020 to 2024. This is not made to order, so these are not custom options. These are not, for example, commissioned artwork or anything like that. This is a one-time digital product that everybody gets the same version. So just click it on here. This is one of the newer questions I actually have on Etsy that didn't have this a couple of years ago. This will help, of course, declare which art, which creations are AI generated and which ones are original work. So in this case, we didn't use any AI help. and we can just click created by me. But again, if you have a greeting card and use ChatGPT to create the image and put it on front, you are gonna have to click on with an AI generator because it was not completely newly generated. But in this case, you can click created by me. Then click on save and continue. And of course, title is very, very important. So when you want to create your title, you're going to want to use as many relevant keywords as possible. Now, a good strategy for this is you can go to Etsy.com, search in weekly planner, and look at some of the best performing ones and see how they work. That's just the best tip I can give you for whatever product you have. If it's a journal, a planner, or a greeting card, whatever you're using, looking at what already works is a great way to figure out how to name your planner. So you, of course, want to make sure that you have it. Make sure it's relevant, not too clickbaity. You want to actually say what's in it, right? So list it according to what you need. So we have a weekly planner 2025, and you can make something like a dash and then do printable digital product, right? This is just a rough title. Again, a lot more information goes into actual Etsy SEO, keyword, and optimization. Again, this will be a whole different video as well. In this video, I'm simply showing you how to set up your account, how to create your listing, and make sure you're ready to sell. All right, SEO and optimization is a whole nother beast to tackle. And again, I will be creating a different video. So let's say, actually, I don't like digital product. Let's say printable, and make sure that we have the right one. So weekly planner 2025 printable. Let's just keep that for now. And then you can upload photos and videos. Now, again, with this one, I will involve it in my optimization for listings, but you're going to want to show videos that have the preview of what you have without actually giving it away. So you can't just drag and drop your file of the planner, because then people either can just screenshot it or take it straight from there. They don't need to buy it then. So especially if you have more complex documents, like with 30 pages or something like that, you can create previews, throw 2 or 3 in there examples, and a great idea is to use a watermark. So we can go back to Etsy right now. I'll do a quick interlude and we can do a new heading. We'll go right here. I used a pro version, so let's just do this one. Ungroup, let's get rid of this and use a title like this, and then you can simply do that, stretch it across your document, and then type in your name. So let's just type in Etsy, and then once you click on your text, you can go right here and you can change the transparency, and that's how you create your watermark. So let's just keep it at like a cool 30. There you go, that's great. And you can use a color that makes it a bit better. Let's make this a little bit smaller to fit the frame, make it bigger to go across the whole page, and there you go. You have your watermark. And now if people take a screenshot, well, this is going to be hard to use, right? Because you don't want to have your work stolen. So you can click here and then you can download that again. Page 2, still the same documents. Oh, there you go, PDF print. We want to change that. Make sure we have page 2, download that, and then that would be a great example of something that you can add. And of course, I'm sure if you look at other listings, some other ideas you can find for the photos, especially for digital products, is a sort of general photo you can put in all your listings for your store. At the end, you can say, this is my, what did I name this? Green Tree Designs, we promise, quick delivery, guaranteed homemade artwork, and so on and so forth. You can add that as a general media in your photos. But for now, let's go ahead and just put this. Oh, there you go. I didn't listen to myself. For the photos, it actually has to be a PNG. I forgot about that. So, but for the actual photo, you're gonna want to create a PNG. So let me take that and drag it in there. And there you go. That's your primary photo, and you have your preview right here. You can even go in there and adjust it. But of course, most of the time, this is going to work just fine. So again, you will see the description right here, alt text. This will just help with more SEO and more ranking, so you can add tags and descriptions in here. Again, this is really a whole nother video on optimization, so let's just keep this for now. There you go. And there you go, apply. So now we have a title, we have a video, we have a thumbnail, and then here you want to drag the actual file. So let's drag the actual file. We have our PDF, as you can see, that was accepted, of course. And then very, very important, the description. Again, I don't want to say it too often, but this will be again in the optimization video, or how to create an effective listing. But a good idea is to use, of course, my favorite, ChatGPT. And I'll be putting a free ChatGPT PDF one-pager with prompts in the description. So you can download that and copy and paste those into ChatGPT, and it will help you create a great description. So I used ChatGPT right here to create one. So let me copy and paste that right over here. There you go. Let's get rid of those. And as you can see, just a quick description: stay organized and boost your productivity with this printable weekly planner designed for anybody to help track their week. Download and print instantly. And then of course you can add emojis, you can add your store guarantee, something like, in this store we guarantee satisfaction, etc. You can do your disclaimer, this is a digital product, say digital download. What I would like to do is actually have descriptions on how to download, because you think it'd be intuitive, but a lot of people buy something on Etsy, digital download, and then they don't know how to get it. So you can do something like, in order to download this product, etc., etc., etc. So again, this is up to you to make your description personalized and perfect. Then again, of course, setting your price. So again, what I would suggest is go on Etsy, type in the product you're creating, and see what others are offering. See how much you're paying, see how much others are offering. If you're not even remotely in the same league, then it will be hard for people to justify spending it on you. Unless you have a very unique offering. But if you offering a general product, a greeting card, whatever, then you can just check in Etsy.com and see how many people are selling greeting cards for. Let's just say for this one right now, we're doing $4.99. And again, this will be in my currency that I selected. And Etsy actually shows you exactly how much your profit would be. So this is after Etsy takes their fees, and this is how much is left over from that $4.99. And of course, for quantity, you want to make sure that you just do the maximum amount, which is $999. So this is not how much they get, this is how much you have. So if you just put 1 right here and people buy your product, then it'll show your product as sold out. But of course, it's a digital file, so it'll never be sold out. So just type in $999, and then make sure that if people buy it and you happen to have 999 sales, that your quantity is updated, that it's still available. So this is a common mistake I see. People put the quantity as 1 or 5 because they think this is what they want, because this is what they think the buyer will get, but they actually just get 1 product, and the quantity that you have available is 999. As you can see right here, this is how many available are for sale. And then this is just more for you. This is your SKU. So again, let's say weekly 1, because I want to create more weekly planners, and this is the first one. Variations, again, unavailable for digital items, because it's the same one. Again, these ones are also not too important, but for now we can skip these as they're not required. But again, this is just all falls in line with the optimization of listings and how you want to optimize your SEO. For now, we can add some tags. So we can do weekly planner, and then planner, click add. You can do digital print. You can do schedule, something like that. So just help with your search functions and your discoverability, and add your 13 tags. Again, materials for digital, pretty much irrelevant, because if you're creating something like a statue or a poster or a t-shirt, you want to put in this is 100% cotton t-shirt or something like that. But if you're creating a digital file, it is pretty irrelevant. Now, These are the details. So again, it'll show you digital files, instant download, I finished it, a finished product, recently created by me, and then you can add your category. Like I said, make sure this is the right one. For example, just like as you said, I changed it just now, but you want to make sure you got the right one. So this is just kind of like a summary of everything that that was shown. Then for digital files, again, there's no returns or exchanges. So once somebody buys it, that's done for it. If they message you for a refund, again, you can talk to them, you can do it if you want, but this is why there's a big disclaimer on digital items on Etsy itself, and this is why I suggest putting it something like this is a digital download. There are no returns. If you put it here, if you have it in the Etsy listing, people should know that there are no refunds on digital downloads. Unless the digital download doesn't work, which of course is on you to double check that you upload the right one and that it actually works. But other than that, there should be no reason for people to refund a digital file. So don't get messaged and scammed, people trying to get back their money when they already have it. Of course, triple check that your file actually works, because if you upload your file and it's corrupted or it's the wrong one, etc., then of course there's a reason for people to refund. But other than that, there should be no reason to refund a digital item, as they know exactly what they're getting into. Then these are just sections for your store. So for example, if you have you have planners, you can do planners. And then if you have journals tomorrow, then you can have a journal section. So you can either just do nothing and it'll just be in your store, or if you have, by the end of the month, you have 100 products or whatever it is, of course, you can help segregate it into journals, planners, greeting cards, whatever it is, right? It just helps people understand, oh, if I like this planner, maybe they have more, so let me go into their planner section. And then featuring this listing just means, just like it says here, this will push it to the top of the homepage. So again, if you have 30 products and you just created this one and you're really proud of it and you think it's going to be a great seller and you think this is your favorite one, you can just do feature and it'll just kind of pin it to the top of the store, and it'll appear on a side just like this. It'll say feature listing, and then when people click on it, they'll see that one. And you can have more than one, so you not just have one item. And now this is where the option comes in. So as you can see, each renewal lasts 4 months or until the listing sells out. So for digital file, as we said, if you only want to sell a certain number, you can always do that. But if we put 999 right here, it's very rarely going to sell out that quick. So if you have a listing that you think is going to do well, and you can leave it there, you can just do automatic. Every listing will be 20 cents USD. For each renewal, and as you can see, it lasts for 4 months, so basically once a quarter. So you're basically paying 80 cents a year to have it listed, right? And you can also do manual, because once you list it, it'll expire in 4 months, and then if you don't do anything, it'll take it off the store. So it'll say that it's no longer available, and that's up to you. If maybe you see after 4 months you haven't had a single sale and you think it's just a waste of time, it's just 20 cents. But again, if you just don't want to have it on your store, then try it out for 4 months. But if you just want to kind of set it and forget it, just do automatic, and then every 4 months it'll deduct 20 cents for this listing, for this one product. So, if you have 10 listings, then you will pay $2 every 4 months. Of course, these will be by the date that you actually list them. So just make sure that you have the right one selected here. So that's it. Let's go for our listing. This will have been our first product, and we can go to the next one. Oh, there you go. Great job on your first listing. You're one step closer to your first sale. There you go. If we click right here, it'll actually take us to the edited listing, but of course it's not live yet because we have to finish setting up our store. So let's move on to the how you'll get paid button. We'll do add more listings later. Let's just get the store set up. So let's click do this later, and you can get right in here. Now this is of course very step by step for you. Obviously I'm not going to fill any of this out. This is how you get everything paid. So you choose your bank. Make sure you have your right country of your residence where you have your bank account. Again, let's do Canada. If you are just a single freelancer or business by yourself, click on individual. If you actually have an LLC or a registered business already, you can of course click on business. This is all for tax purposes, right? So make sure to have your business address, your street address, your legal entity, that's registration, your business number, and so on. If it's just you, again, similar, your country of residence, name, tax information, and so on and so forth, your bank account. This is how you get your money, right? So you want to make sure that this is actually filled out correctly, because this is where they transfer your profits, right? So you want to make sure that everything's there. But don't worry, it will be in the Etsy store, so you can add this and of course get paid. So after setting up your account with your tax information, your bank information, and everything set up and so on, you will be ready to sell. So you have your first listing, you have everything set up, your bank account is in, you get ready to receive payment. Well, then the only thing that remains is making sure your store looks great and making sure that everything is ready to go. So I'm just going over to one of my new stores right here that I'll be launching with this channel as well, where I'll be putting in all my journals, my digital planners, my digital products, Notion templates, and so on. I'll link it in the description below as well. But this will be what you see. So let's go to edit public profile. So this is not the store, but this is the profile that owns the store. So you can go in here, you can of course choose your logo, then change your name, and you can add some information with everything. Then you could go down here to your channels, and these will be your stores. So if you click on this one right here, this is my current store right now. I'm going to be changing that, like I said. So once you're on your store page, you can click on edit shop right here, and it'll take you to completely change everything. So you can change your name right here, you can set your location, you can add your featured area. Like I said, with the highlight listings, you can add them, so you can really think about your listings right here and how it looks to the public. And if you want to change your banner right here, you can change that here as well, of course. And this is again where Canva comes in. You can really use it to create it, make it your own, add your logo, and you can go back to Canva, and then you can, for example, type in logo if you want to create your logo. And if you want to change that right here, make sure it is the right size. So the right size is 500 times 500 pixels. So if I type in the logo right here, it'll give me the right size. But just in case it's ever not, for example, let's just say you have a great Instagram post, right? Let's just say that. Let's just say you're here. Let's open this one. Let's just use one of the design. Oh, that's a premium template again. Let's just use this one right here. Let's change that to 2025. Let's say, just for some reason, you want this as your logo. Well, you can click on resize, and then you can do on custom size right here. And then you can do 500 times 500 pixels. Again, this is only for Canva Pro, so try it out for 30 days if you want to try it. But if you then click here, resize, it'll take the image that you already have and make it a perfect fit for your store, and then you can add it in here. So you can have all the right things from Canva and Etsy ready to go. Your banner, your profile, your logo, your name, etc. When it comes to your name right here, you can also click in here and you can change your name on the store. So if you want to go to settings, info and appearance, right here, you can change your shop name right here. So the thing about this though is you will see that for 45 days there will be this small little icon showing that you changed it, just for the first 45 days for some reason. And you can also only change it a certain number of times within a time frame. So you can't change it every 10 minutes. They'll put a lock on it. So once you have your name and then you say, actually, I want to name it this, make sure to change it to the right thing, because it'll lock it for a certain number of days before you change it again, just to prevent spam and everything like that, right? So if you change it every 5 minutes, they're not going to let you do that. So just something to be aware of as well. So that has been it for this video. Now you know how to set up an Etsy account, create your digital product on Canva, list your first product in Etsy, and have a ready to go Etsy store for that money to start coming in. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop a like and a comment with any questions you have or feedback on this video. Make sure to check out that channel for more videos like this. Like I said, I'll be uploading videos regarding Etsy, Canva, and anything to do with e-commerce and online. So thank you for watching today, and also make sure to check out the free ChatGPT prompt I give in the description for you to create some of the easy descriptions and listings on Etsy. And of course also check out my actual Etsy store, where I'll be uploading some of my digital products like journals, planners, Notion templates, and so on. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. This has been John Valentine. Goodbye.